I'm about to hoard these carrots with a burner made of more than 14 carats. What's good? Me when I'm hopping out the chamber. When I'm pulling up, you know that it's danger. I'm one that stay with the drum like a band geek exotic in the rap solid gold. When we ash these Nash plays, I ain't nothing that you can handle. Try and you'll get toe open like a sandal.
Girls' Generation, a true pioneer of K-pop, a group that is filled with duality and easy to do multiple concepts with ease, racking up tons of awards, tour tickets, fans, and just overall impact over a span of a decade. Twice, another girl group that can go head to head with Girls' Generation almost in terms of shit, anything. With their consistent cute concept during, the early part of their career, they remain consistent with their comebacks. I know you guys remember it was a time where fans were genuinely worried about them because they would drop like too many albums, a big ass single, and like, I don't know, a Christmas song that nobody would care about. Unless it's Heart Shaker or something. But it's cool. All of this led to Twice being the biggest girl group of 3rd gen. And even their popularity crossed over to 4th gen. These two groups obviously deserve to be with the greats with their insane resume. But 5th gen just pulled up on us. And the fans are talking. The fans want to know who's going to be the next big K-pop group that's going to have the whole world in a chokehold for a solid decade run. I may have found the answer. I will first like to lay out that eras mean everything. What I mean by that is that the K-pop scene is on a completely different time right now. And to be honest, this may sound crazy, but Girls' Generation didn't come in at a competitive time. Yeah, so you had amazing groups like Tiara, Wonder Girls, Kara, 21, and while all these groups were competing with each other on the charts, there was still a clear-cut gap between Girls' Generation and everyone else. Albums also sold a lot less, obviously due to K-pop being extremely underground at the time. So it'll be easier to tell who's the biggest group if they're putting up big numbers, specifically their domestic numbers. And since Twice and Girls' Generation path to success are identical in a couple of ways, it just seems like they were starting that cycle for who's the biggest girl group of that era. So it had me thinking, right? Who would be the biggest girl group of 5th gen? Will their path be similar to the groups that came before them, or shit, honestly, does this group even exist at the moment? Let's get into it. So my answer is no. I don't think we will have that clear cut. This group is the most popular. I don't think we even have that group yet. Everyone is popular, like everyone first year type shit. You have groups like IVE and aespa that are selling over 1 million albums first week on year 1 or 2. And even the groups that fall underneath them are pretty freaking close. It'll be pretty hard for a group to make their own opportunity to become that number 1 if a handful of other groups are also putting up number 1 numbers. This was completely unheard of even a couple of years ago. And even then, some groups would try to trickle around that range, but it was never a rookie group or a group that was in their 2nd year. Cool, let's pivot. Groups back then, 9 times out of 10, were probably big because Asia in general would just rock with them so hard. But a popular group now will have a massive fan base in Asia and internationally. Again, groups are going on international tours by year 1. So some people, this may scream saturation. That's cool, I like it. More content for me to consume. Back to the popularity contest. So since we have such a huge surge of popularity, I feel like it's almost impossible to find out who's that next big Twice if these numbers are looking identical. Remember, these two groups that I'm comparing everybody to became household names before K-pop even blew up. Now, since I feel like we don't have that clear-cut group, what if we actually do? And who is it? I'm rolling my dice on IVE because they are crushing everyone. They obviously have the numbers to back them up on why they are the biggest new girl group out right now. Huge fan base, tours, internationally. I mean, honestly, they're doing everything a K-pop idol would only freaking dream of and only the baby stage of their career. They also have that it girl, and I feel like that shit is necessary for a nation girl group, easily marketable, and to get them out there more. The only thing that's stopping me from giving them that title is because they haven't proven themselves long term. And in fact, no one hasn't yet. Could you see IVE keeping this performance up for the next, I don't know, 9 to 8 years? Or do you think someone else would debut like a year later and that's the actual, GG that we're looking for? Regardless, we won't know until that group pops out. If we still had our 2016, 2017 numbers in K-pop, then yes, we will have our next girl group. But until the competition dips off in this current time of K-pop, I think a girl group will have to come out going ridiculously crazy for a long time, consistently, in order to get that #1 spot. Is it easy? Shit, maybe for a couple of years, but for a decade, no. And look, if it's IVE, we just need the proof and longevity, because I'm rooting for them. Hope you guys enjoy my commentary on this topic. What are your thoughts on this next potential big girl group that we are all waiting for? Hey guys, smash that like button on your way out because it helps a lot. And I'm out.
Paper boy, I'm about that paper boy. If you ain't on your grind, then you flex and use a hater boy. Paper boy, I'm about that paper boy. If you ain't making money, then you ain't a money maker boy. Paper clip, I'ma need a paper clip. I'm stacking up this paper so you know I'll make this paper flip. Paper flip, I'ma make this paper flip. Then head to Magic City and I bet this paper make a strip. Paper man, I'll be in the paper man like Wall Street Journal. Yeah, cause I'll be getting paper man, I'll be getting paper man. Ooh, yeah.